Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Henning Pauli and you're watching HP42. Today we're looking at a big ass blue guitar. More is more? Blue sounds better? So buy it, video done. Nope. It's an Ibanez AZ, numbers and letters. AZ447, 44 because it's got 44 frets. I don't know. AZ447 because of the 7. P1 QM quilted maple. Okay, I got that. COB, which stands for Cosmic Blue High Gloss. Cosmic Blue. AZ44 7. I get the 7. P1 quilted maple QM dash COB, clocks in at 1579. So it's a premium AZ, which we can see. It usually says premium, but it doesn't. Oh, it says premium back here, because on the huge ass headstock they didn't have enough space. I don't know. So these are made in Indonesia. The AZs, of course, there's so many to choose from. Whether you're going for the AZES in the 300 euro range, beginner guitars, or the standard series in the 500 euro range, pretty solid for the money, or then the premiums, which then add Goto, made in Indonesia, better trems, different place for the jack and stuff like this, obviously better woods and all that stuff. Or then you go for the prestige line, which of course you've got the good shit starting at around 2K. They're all solid choices. Now, for me, this is a bit weird. Why do we need a 7-string AZ? 7-string traditionally would be a extended range guitar for the heavier shit, right? For metal stuff. Now, Ibanez has brilliant guitars that do this. There are the RGs, there are S, there is the RGD line with, even longer necks. There's the Alpha series, which is brilliant. There's the Headless series, the Q series, I think. And those are all for the, heavier styles, and it makes sense to have 7 strings. The AZ is your super flexible super strat, which would be perfect for the top 40 guy because it can do so many things. Why do you need a 7-string? Because, again, if you do the heavy stuff, you want guitars that are defined, clear, high output, brutal, all that stuff. And the AZ isn't that. So who is this for? I don't quite know. Except that it's maybe for the guy that really wants an AZ, but also with a 7-string. That's who it's made for. Before we go into anything else, let's go and take it out of the box. Okay, let's do some sounds and some nice pictures before we go into specs. So we'll do some specs, then a track, and then we go. It's got a quilted maple top. This is a veneer. It is wafer thin. It is really wafer thin. You cannot really, it looks pretty. It's not a full quilt top, which is fine. Absolutely beautifully stained back on this guitar. I really like it. We can kind of see already that there's, beautiful. There's 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. At that price range, and I can clearly see the seams here. Let's bitch about it, but not too hard, okay? A little electric cavity here for this bit. We can see a bigger trem block there. This is on top of it. We, of course, see the beautiful AZ shaping rounded off here. Nothing too pointy. Absolutely beautifully done. High fret axis. We have a roasted maple neck. We have these on the 500 euro AZs. This is 1579 or something. So, of course, we have it on this. We got Goto locking tuners, 7 if you can count, which are pretty damn solid. Not the highest end, high end that's possible. Those you get if you spend about 3,500 for guitars or 3,000. These are absolutely solid, a tiny bit of play, but absolutely fair for the price range that the guitar's in. As far as I know, this is a Goto trem. Let me check on that. It's a rosewood fingerboard, by the way, mother of pearl inlays. We have an oval C neck. Scale length is 25.51, apparently, according to Thomann here. Nut with the 47 millimeters. We have a Graphtec nut, 24 jumbo frets, very likely stainless steel. I will check on the Ibanez website in a second. We've got Seymour Duncan Hyperions, which were the ones that traditionally came in the AZ, so this is back to the beginning of the AZ line. Volume and tone, 5-way switch. The Goto T1572S tremolo, Goto locking tuners, Cosmic High Black. It comes, as you could see in the unboxing, with the gig bag, which is flimsy as shit. And I always bitched about why are there no gig bags. Now on some models they do offer gig bags, and that's a step in the right direction, Ibanez. Now make them usable ones. Make them ones that I actually want to use on a guitar in this price range. If I want to protect my guitar that's 1579, what you're giving me is not enough. You can do better. So I get and I love that you're going in the right direction, and now you're throwing a gig bag in. What I'm saying is, throw in a better one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe make it $20 more for the guitar, eat the cost, pad it a bit, give me a better one. Give me one that actually will carry the guitar from A to B safely. Not just one that makes me happy when I open the case saying, oh, there's a gig bag. We got stainless steel frets. Comes with the Dario EXL 110 7-string set. As for the electronics, let's go into that after the track. What else? We have very short tuners. Very, very short. Very nice. We still have a string tree for the 3 high strings. We have lumen lace on the sides, which is very nice. Yep. Not the cheapest guitar at $1579, but again, extra 7-string, premium, all that stuff. The track, Leslie and I were watching The Boys, so I thought it's a 7-string. Let's talk about the 7. If you don't know about that, that's all fine. Ignore it. I'm using this guitar and then the really, really blacked out AZ, I'm going to say 41B1, so whatever. It's very black. That one. Enjoy. So as far as the electronics go, volume tone, tap switch down is the basic position, tap switch up is the second position. I still have a little bit of plastic here. There were 2 layers of plastic on there. I will never stop bitching about all the plastic on these things. I understand that for the manufacturing, it's necessary to have the plastic on there. But maybe these companies could find a way to at least cut out the plastic or do a, perforated something around where the knobs are, go. And then when you're pulling it off, it's not stuck under all this shit. You know what I mean? Before you put the knobs on, take a sharp ring, like a cookie cutter, cookie cut. It'll literally take 5 seconds. But then when you're peeling it off, it actually easily peels off. Wouldn't that be nice? Special points to the company that does that. On super high-end guitars, guess what? They don't come with frickin' plastic on the pickguard. So maybe do that, Ibanez. Maybe. I don't know. It just annoys me. Electronics. Tap switch down, position 1. That's, for me, position 1. For you, probably this is. Well, the neck position is a single coil. Next position, these 2. Next position, the middle. Next position, these. With the inner coil. Next position, the humbucker. Now, in position 2, it's still the humbucker. So we have 9 positions overall. In tap position 2, it's these 2 in series, which gives you kind of a humbucker sound. Here we've got the super outer coils. Really cool. Here you have all of them. This one and those 2 in series. It's the mega sound. Here you have only the inner coil of the humbucker, which gives you a tele type sound, which is really cool that the AZs do that. And over here again, the humbucker just the way that it was on position 1. That being said, some sounds. We're going to go into the Tone King, Imperial, into the Oxford 412 Creeback loaded cab, a little bit of reverb on there, and an 1176 compressor in post, meaning behind everything. Pretty much exactly what you would do if you were actually to record this. Which is also why some of the noises are a little bit louder, because we're compressing a bit. Here we go. This is a recessed trem, not like on some of the standards that are reviewed, which means it wiggles beautifully up and down. And this sticks and tightens with a screw. It's a good system. Nice single coil sound. Now the noise goes away because we're using both. Absolutely gorgeous in-between sound if you want to do that kind of stuff. And then the humbucker. Tap switch up. Now we have these 2 in series. Dull. Rounded off, but could be good for lead. do this again. Can I do this? Nope. It's an E major 9 with a third in the bass. Low B sounds very balanced with the other strings. Now we got that telly sound. Where does it go? And then the humbucker again. There you go. And we're gonna go to the Marshall, modified by Marshall 1959 Plexi. We're gonna go to the humbucker for. Tap switch up. Here's a telly sound. Now we're going to get some serious gain, so there will be noise because we're doing the JCM 800 modified with all the gain cranked up. Let's go to the Ludus by Tube Workshop, which is an 800 derived metal version of what an 800 can be. So there's again going to be quite a bit of gain. And here we go. Riff 120 Ref Generator 120 Mark III version 2 on the purple channel on aggression mode 2. Yeah, let's go to the V30 cab. I don't know anymore what I'm doing. I'm going to go to the Engel Founders Edition on a lead setting with the classic mode in, so it's very mid-focused. And back to the creamback. Tab 2, these two together. I know how to do this. It's in my new course. Almost. One more time. One more time. Yeah, the trem works. The Imperial, bam, and here we go. It's still in tune. Good. I would equate this, when we compare 7 strings, to an Ibanez Universe. Yeah, the Steve Vai one. Because the Universe has never been your very precise metal thing. It's always been big, huge. The low stuff sounds gigantic. In a way, muddy, but not in a bad way. It's just for big sounds, not for modern metal fisherman precision. I don't think this is your metal 7-string. It is a super flexible 7-string for the people that need the low notes, but if you're primarily doing the heavy modern stuff, then this is not your guitar. You would very likely buy something else from Ibanez or from any other available company in the world. But the Ibanez Alpha is a great guitar for the modern stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, it looks different, it plays different, but that's the guitar that you get for those modern sounds. This is thick and juicy. So it is similar to that Steve Vai 7-string Universe that's been around for 36 years. I had one back in the day. Don't get me started. So the target audience for this eludes me a little bit. Is this the top 40 7-string player? I can totally see prog rock being made with this. Stuff where precision is the key factor, fast, low, defined. I think there are better guitars for that. In the Ibanez stable, Fishman's Help and so on. And if you're doing primarily metal and heavy shit, then you also probably don't need single coils. So this is a very unique tool for a very unique player, I would say. It's a great tool. They put in a better gig bag. I got absolutely nothing to bitch about. That's it. Please like, subscribe, bing, something sounds, comment below, of course, and subscribe to the newsletter, please. That absolutely helps. I can tell you about that new course that's coming out. I can tell you about giveaways. I can tell you about sales we're doing. Many things I can tell you about if I so choose, but I need you to sign up for the newsletter. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for Ibanez for commissioning this video as always. You guys are good friends, and I hope that friendship will last a while. And animals at the end, as always.